Lovely day here in Southwest Louisiana. Always grateful to have you spending some time with us right here on the Katie McGrady Show on the Catholic Channel, Sirius XM Channel 129. You know, we're always looking to tell you about incredible opportunities, maybe for yourself or for the young people in your life. The American Life League is holding an incredible pro-life essay contest this year. It's ongoing right now. Here to tell us about it and the ways that students from grades 3 through 12 can enter is Susan Sioncio. I think I said that correctly. Susan, welcome to the Katie McGrady Show.
Hi, Katie. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for taking the time. So tell us a little bit about the American Life League, what you guys do, your mission in the world today.
Okay. American Life League is a no exceptions, no compromise pro-life organization, and under that umbrella, we have some different programs. We have Celebrate Life magazine, which I'm the editor of, and we also have the Culture of Life Studies program, which I'm the director and executive editor of. And every year, the Culture of Life Studies program, which is a pre-K to 12 pro-life education program, hosts the essay contest. So the Culture of Life Studies program is we offer standalone lessons for homes, for people who homeschool, for CCE programs, and for Catholic schools. And we teach pro-life concepts. So we go beyond just the Catholic tenets of the faith. We talk about pro-life heroes, and we build that pro-life foundation that kids will need so that they develop that respect for life. So that's why during Respect Life Month in October, we host the pro-life essay contest.
So tell me how the essay contest works. I know you guys have categories for elementary and for middle and for high school. What are you guys looking for in the essays this year?
Okay, yes, for third and fourth grade are in a grouping together, and then middle school is grouped together, and that's 5th through 8th grade, and then high school. And each of the different age levels have their own prompts. And this year we're offering 2 prompts so that the kids can choose. They can find all the information at prolifeessay.com. But in a nutshell, 3rd and 4th graders are asked to use a Bible verse to reflect upon and to write about human dignity, or they can research facts and write about a preborn baby's development. Kids in middle school can write about the importance of moral courage when defending vulnerable people, or they can research the development of a first trimester baby. And then students in high school will write about authentic love and mercy when it has to relate to people with disabilities, or they can interview parents of a child with a disability and then discuss that child's inherent value. And we really just try to get kids, especially little ones, because we don't want to mention abortion or euthanasia or anything that might be, not age appropriate for little ones. So we just build that pro-life foundation and talk about that a respect for life, and we hope to build that belief that everybody has dignity and value, and we want kids to reflect upon that. And this essay contest is just such a beautiful way to have kids express their beliefs and their feelings, and then for us to really hear what they're saying.
I love that it's an essay contest. I was a teacher many, many moons ago, like in a completely different life, it feels like. And I assigned an essay once to my freshmen. So I taught, 14-year-olds. And the essay was to explain the Catholic position on the Blessed Virgin Mary. Why do we honor the Blessed Virgin Mary? And parents are sometimes at war with the educator. I mean, as a parent now of a child in school, there are a handful of decisions sometimes that the educator makes, and I'm like, ooh, I would do it differently. But I felt sometimes like mom and dad were kind of against me in the classroom, and I got an email from a parent, and they basically said, well, nobody writes essays anymore. And, maybe she wasn't wrong back in 2013. Essays weren't really being written all that often, but they should be. And so I love that this is an essay contest, because even if there is kind of this old school vibe, write paragraphs about 500 words articulating and explaining an idea. I think that's actually really valuable. You have done this over the years. Susan, tell me about some of the previous winners and maybe how you've been moved by what these young people have had to say.
Yeah, we've done this since 2017, and I really think that last year was one of the years when we've had the most impressive batch of essays. And normally we get maybe anywhere between 200 and 400 essays a year. And last year it was so hard to decide which ones were the best. And we kept going back and forth because so many of the kids just wrote so eloquently. And it was just such an amazing thing to read their thoughts. But some of the winners last year in the high school category, one wrote about abortion, and one wrote about IVF, one wrote about contraception, and all of them just really articulated their thoughts and really expressed how they felt that everybody from creation until death has that dignity and should be valued. And they were just able to express their opinions so well. It was amazing.
I love that young people will always rise to the occasion when we give them the chance. So tell me the details, Susan. If somebody's listening to this, maybe they're an educator, maybe they're a parent, maybe there's an entire religion class in a freshman or sophomore year that wants to get all the students to engage in this and participate. Where can they find all the information and how to submit their essay?
They go to prolifeessay.com, and the prompts are there and the directions are there. If you're submitting just one, you can use the form that's online. If you're a teacher who's submitting a whole class full, there's my email address there, and you can just send me them in an email. That's the easiest thing to do. And the prompts are there. It's a 500-word essay. The prizes are there as well. We've got some great prizes this year. They run from cash for everybody to some pro-life goodies, to pro-life T-shirts, to a book signed by Mark Hart, to one of our lessons. So it's really a great essay contest.
Susan, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about it. We're going to post a link on social media so people can go find it, prolifeessay.com, and you'll find everything you need about the contest there. I mean, this is the perfect thing for so many of our teachers who I think listen to our show on a regular basis. You just sign up, and your young people, your students, maybe a youth group or a retreat small group would like to engage. There's all these wonderful prizes, and of course, an incredible opportunity to have a conversation. What's interesting, right now, the pro-life discussion and conversation in our world and in our culture right now is vastly different than I think it was in even just the past few years. I mean, we're talking about the abortion pill, which you can order online these days, or expanded access to IVF, which comes across as, oh, we want more babies. But the number of embryos that are discarded, the number of human lives that are tossed aside in pursuit of one child in IVF implantation is something incredibly concerning. In fact, the U.S. bishops have been speaking very boldly against this expansion of IVF and fertility treatment coverage because of the casual discarding of human embryos as a result of this. So the pro-life conversation is changing, and I think a pro-life essay contest like this is really one of a kind and a fantastic opportunity to engage young people in a very meaningful way.